Hey guys, sorry, I should have known that this video was going to be in two parts because I couldn't keep it together long enough to finish the first part. But yeah, basically, that's just something that every year I just feel like I kind of need to just get off my chest and talk about because I know there's other people struggling with it. Um, so yeah, things like that can affect you even years later. It's hard not to blame yourself. It's hard to keep going forward sometimes. Blaming yourself is natural to some degree, but at the end of the day, you can't control other people, you can't control life, you can't control fate. And people do make their own choices. So basically, what I've learned from this experience is when I think about this person every year, I try my hardest to think about, you know, positive things, what they would want me to do with my life. Really, with them being gone, or if they were still here. So rather than trying to be sad every year, again, I give myself time to think about it, but what I've actually started trying to do every year now is trying to do something kind of positive in their memory. That way I can remember them, but I can still have a positive association with my life and with them in it when they were there, because ultimately they did touch my life in a very wonderful way, and I don't want to forget that, but I don't want to stop living my life either. And that may sound, I know, cliche, but life does keep going and people do come and go in life, but you can still do wonderful things in life with them in your memory, with them in your heart, and think, what would this person want me to do with my life? What would they tell me if they were still here? What's the advice that they would give me? And how can I honor them in a way that I can think about them without it having to always be sad, especially because they would want me to be happy as well. So, with taking the time to talk about this video, that was something that I definitely wanted to highlight and just kind of mention because, again, I know a lot of other people are struggling with this kind of stuff too. And this is the kind of thing I don't want to be afraid to talk about, even if I do have regrets about could I have changed things? Would they have happened no matter what? Could I have reached out to this person to their time of need? Would it have made a difference? Honestly, I don't have answers to any of those questions, but they are questions that go through my mind a lot, and I do blame myself a lot for what happened. But I do try to keep things into perspective because I know that, at least in my case, I know my brain is not always my best friend. Sometimes it puts things there that I don't want, and I have to kind of pick them apart and kind of fight fantasy with reality, whether it's good or bad, with kind of just these emotional debunkings of what's real and what's not. And that comes easier for some people than others. But ultimately, just try to keep facts in your mind that you know are real and try to use those to push the negativity away, because negativity sadly exists in a lot of places in the world. So I'm sorry if all this is kind of a hot mess, but as you can see, this is kind of difficult for me to talk about. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to get this off my chest and listening. I really appreciate it. So until next time, have a great day, guys.